bro. He got to show me.
Man, with the rest of the trade deadline going on with the rest of the teams, what you think about? So we got people like Fred VanVleet, D'Angelo Russell, Cal Lowry, John Collins, OG Anunoby, Eric Gordon, Mike Conley, Bogdan Bogdanovich, Buddy Hield, and Jay Crowder. So with the trade deadline coming up with all those names, what's the moves that need to be made?
I think the Kings should go after Eric Gordon. Me personally, because bro, I've always said, bro, the Kings bench is garbage. I've always said that. They bench sucks. And they need another scorer, bro. Eric Gordon, he may be older, bro, but he can still get you at least maybe 15 points per game, bro. And he's another ball handler. Their second ball handler, besides their starting lineup, is probably Davion Mitchell coming off the bench. And then when you add Eric Gordon coming off the bench, he could potentially be in the closing lineup. And that's just more scoring. Yeah, it's going to be a little defensive issues. I mean, they was already bad at defense anyway. But I feel like they just need another scorer off that bench that can at least get you 15, because the only person that can score for you off the bench is Malik Monk. I don't trust Trey Lyles. Trey Lyles is iffy. Metu, don't trust him. Davion Mitchell, he's not an offensive player. Don't trust him. And Terrence Davis is inconsistent, bro. Some days he'll get you 20, then the next he'll get you 12, then the next he'll get you 5. But at least with Eric Gordon, when he gets the minutes, he can at least get you 10 to 15 points per game. So I think the Kings should go after him.
So you trading Davion Mitchell?
I'm not saying trade Davion Mitchell. I'm just saying they can trade probably maybe a second round, maybe 2 second round picks or something, or just a role player just to get Eric Gordon.
Uh-huh.
And I think he on the expiring deal anyway. So yeah, I mean, to solidify making that playoff push, get another bench scorer.
You went from saying the Kings not even making a play in to talking about, I think they need to make this trade and fix that. I like the turnaround. I like the turnaround. You're showing a lot of hope for the Kings. It's very interesting. I love it though. Thank you.
Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and say I would like to see the Mavs try and get OG from the Raptors. I've been seeing OG improve year after year after year, and his game is just getting more and more fluid. And I think it's time for him to show what he can do and to see if he can be a second option on a championship contender. Because if he gets to the Mavs, I think he would overtake Christian Wood as the second option offensively. He's a guy that can create his own shot. He can slash to the basket. He can shoot. And he stepped his game up defensively this season. So I think he'd be nice next to Luka. He doesn't need the ball every single possession. I don't think he'll complain like Kyle Porzingis did as the second option and just watching Luka dribble. I think he'll be fine. I think he'll improve next to him. So, but I would say to get him, they should try to give up any combination of Tim Hardaway, Reggie Bullock, and Dorian Finney-Smith and some draft picks because they're not doing anything.
Honestly,
it's time. That ship is still. Yeah, Dwight Powell too. But do you want JaVale McGee as your starting center, or do you just stick with Christian Wood and have him?
I'm sticking with Christian Woods, bro. I can't do JaVale, bro. I can't.
Why you can't do JaVale? JaVale's still a solid center in this league.
I probably stick with Christian Wood too.
You sign him. You sign him, bro. You do that, bro.
Why is that, bro? Y'all acting like he was not an important part on that 2020 championship Lakers team.
That was 3 years ago.
That don't matter.
Tell me what JaVale McGee. Tell me what he do for the Mavs right now. Tell me what does he do for them.
Well, JaVale don't really play like that for real, so he can't really do much. But it definitely brings him more size, more rim protection than Christian Wood is.
Christian Wood is a good defender. And
Christian Wood is not a good defender. Christian Wood be getting cooked down low. That's about the only thing. He spreads the floor. He's a decent 3-point shooter for a big man. But against them bigger centers down there, Christian Wood be getting cooked.
I don't know about that one.
No, that's facts.
I mean, he ain't the biggest. He ain't. What is he, like 6'10"? I would say maybe 6'10".
That's pretty big.
Yeah, like 6'6".
That's pretty big. And he's a really, really good blocker too. You know how to
He tall, but he tall, but he really thin.
Is he?
Yes.
I'm not giving up Christian Wood.
Christian Wood's got some.
I'm not saying like give him up.
I'm not starting JaVale McGee over Christian.
I can't start JaVale, bro. I can't do it.
First of all, JaVale McGee is older, bro. JaVale McGee is older. He just doesn't have the gas in his tank like that. Like, he's a good veterans presence, a good player coach. But I think at this part of his career, JaVale McGee just isn't who you need him to be with when he was with that Warriors, when he was with that Lake. He just can't stay out there. He doesn't have enough gas in the tank. He's good buy-in. But I need somebody out there that can also help Luka score. With like Christian Wood, his defense is good enough is good enough, and I need somebody that can play the other end on the other end of the court with Luka. You really, really need that, bro, because he's taxed out there. He's overtaxed,
And that's why I said OG.
Hey, so are you more so looking for like a young center?
Yes, I think. How old is JaVale? JaVale got to be like 33, 34.
All right. So you think Dwight Howard would still have a place in this league?
Not starting.
Not starting no more.
If DeAndre Jordan is still on the NBA team, there's no reason Dwight shouldn't be on
I don't
the
think
team.
DeAndre Jordan is on it. No, he is. He's still on. Yeah, he's on the.
Yeah, he's on the
I don't think he
Nuggets.
played no more.
JaVale
He play
McGee,
no more, though.
35.
But
That's my point.
He's 35, bro.
But that's my point, though. DeAndre Jordan is still occupying a spot in the league. Dwight Howard at this point is still better than DeAndre Jordan, so he should definitely still be in the league.
That's true. But the difference is DeAndre Jordan put his pride to the side and say, "Hey, man, I still want to be in the NBA." Dwight said, "Man, look, if y'all not gonna play me like that, I'll just go somewhere else."
And then he tried to force the hand. The organization said, the Lakers said they want to go young. They didn't want to sign anybody that long. He's trying to make an organization do something they don't want to do. I get it. You want to live in LA. But if LA is telling you they don't want to sign anybody above this age and they want to stay young, you can't force their hand. And DeAndre Jordan is garbage. Ever since he left like that Lob City, garbage. Shaq called it. He was like, without Chris Paul next to him, he's nothing. I mean, he called it. We all knew it. We loved the dunks, but come on, bro. He was never really that good.
JaVale McGee is 35. He's 35.
Yeah, Sean, say he was 35.
Yeah. No, I can't.
I'm not gonna hold you. I do want to, like, we come to that trade deadline. I do want to see like the Raptors do something, like especially with like Fred VanVleet and Pascal. I don't think they're gonna be there. I think they probably wait till like the off season. They give it one last go because it's just more flexible to do things in the season. You know, to make your playoff run, make it work. But I do think like Zach LaVine, the Bulls. I don't know. Zach LaVine, Pascal, Fred. I'm ready to see things get shaken up for real. I'd rather see Fred go to a team. I think he could be like a Jalen Brunson for a lot of teams, bro. I think he could really do that, bro.
I think Fred would thrive on the Clippers. Honestly,
he'll flow with him, man. He'll play.
I mean, because with Reggie Jackson taking a step back, John Wall's not playing that good. You know, Clippers definitely could use some improvement at their point guard position. And with Fred VanVleet having his free agency option coming in the offseason, I believe the Raptors think that he might leave. So it's best to shop him around now and try to get something back for him instead of waiting till the offseason to see what he's going to do and he wind up leaving and you get nothing.
See, the thing is, though, even though Fred might be a good fit with the Clippers, what are you supposed to give up if you're the Clippers? They gave away all their picks to get Paul George. They don't have anything. So would the Raptors accept Reggie Jackson or John Wall in a trade for Fred VanVleet?
I would.
And
Not
some
John
other
Wall.
player?
Maybe give me Reggie Jackson and
Norman Powell?
player.
I mean, who are you giving them that they would actually want?
Doubt it.
They won't Luke Kennard. They won't Luke Kennard.
I doubt Norman. I doubt it. He got a little. He getting paid something decent too, and they don't.
Marcus Morris.
I mean, if you could take him,
do you trade?
If you take Norman, you might as well just sign Fred.
Yeah, because I think they
I don't think they have nobody else at that center position to even be able to think about trading Zubac.
I know you'd have to slide Morris down to the center and just
who's their backup center?
Nobody,
I don't
bro. They don't really. They're not getting Zubac away, bro. No, that ain't gonna happen.
See, yeah, that right there wouldn't even work.
I like Fred with the Clippers is decent, but it's like, what is he gonna do there? Like, are you gonna make him is he gonna be a point guard or is he just gonna be a spot up shooter?
I think with Fred with
Actual
the
point
Clippers,
guard.
I think he'll go back to that.
He's going to be the actual point guard because Kawhi don't play that often. So it's not. I don't think he's going to have too much trouble with him not having the ball in his hands for
No.
real.
Remember Kawhi? What role he played when Kawhi was with Toronto? That like he was like behind Kyle Lowry. I think he'd go back to like less like dang. He'd go back to just like 3 and D. 3 and D. I think that'd be a little bit easy. He wouldn't have to worry so much about setting other people up. I think he's good at it. But Fred do have glimpses where it's just like his game is better when he's not looking to pass the ball. When he just
I don't think he's that player. I don't think he's that player to set you
yeah,
up.
like his game is
I
better
don't
when
think
he
he's
just
that.
score and just get back hands down.
Because usually the people that handle the ball more on the Raptors is usually Siakam or maybe Scotty. I feel like they want Scotty to not be the point guard, but they want him to have way more ball handling responsibility.
Pascal's way,
And like Sean just
he's
said,
way
he's 3 and D guy. And now with the Clippers, they don't even start Reggie Jackson no more. They have Terrence Mann start. So that means it's basically like Paul George bringing the ball up. Because Paul George is a good ball handler. He ain't great, but he's decent. He's a decent
He
ball
be
handler.
tweaking though.
Why?
Sometimes. He be tweaking.
Yeah, he be tweaking, but he's decent though. He ain't bad. He ain't a bad ball handler though, and he's not gonna set you up. But it's kind of like default though. Maybe like a Mike Conley type player would be better fit for the Clippers, and it wouldn't be just off the ball handling responsibilities. Not obviously he's not better than Fred, but maybe a better fit because I mean and you won't have to give as much. You won't have to give up as much for Mike Conley. Maybe not for Fred. Bro, because Fred's still young.
You think
well, he younger than Mike.
You think
Conley.
they're real sellers? You think they're really selling like right now, or they gonna hold?
Who the
Jazz? Like the Jazz? You think the Jazz are really selling?
I think they in between. They don't know what they want.
Yeah, I don't know.
They don't know. They don't know what they want to do.
No, they need to take.
They don't know. They don't know if they because it was that report saying everybody else is basically up for grabs besides Kessler and marketing. And I mean
that's what it should be.
Yeah, I mean that. Yeah, I feel like that's how it should be. You know, those could be because Kessler decent. I mean, he was good in college, and now he's showing the NBA he good. He decent in marketing, taking the next step to being a star. Not no superstar, but he's starting to show like he's a star in the league. And then all the other players younger. And so, I mean, they just in between, bro. But you know, it's 2 weeks left. They got to decide.
They should.
So Jazz going 100% full rebuild.
Maybe not full rebuild, but maybe like a retool.
No, they say rebuild. When you trade away Donovan Mitchell and Rudy Gobert, you're signaling that you're doing a rebuild.
Yeah, but
I thought that was the rebuild right there.
They didn't think they was gonna be hovering around 500. We all thought they was gonna be garbage.
So
it's a nice story.
You got Scoop coming in the draft next year. He played point guard, shooting guard, don't he?
He played shooting. He played point shooting guard. Yeah.
So he gonna be like somebody. They're not gonna get the Wabiana. So Scoop might go like 2 or 3. So
no, he's going to.
Going to.
He's going to.
I don't know right now. So you got some decent. It looks like it's a lot more guards. Like the Jay Crowder. Who knows what the Suns gonna deal him, but he getting dealt for real. Yeah. Kyle Lowry with the Heat right now. I don't know. The Heat. They probably hold what they got.
I think Kyle Lowry goes back to Toronto at some point and retires there.
It's too soon to go back.
Like I'm saying at some point, not this season, but I think within the next season or two, I think he goes back to Toronto and finishes it out with the Raptors.
Yeah, you think Zach LaVine? What about Zach LaVine to the Lakers? You think that's still a pipeline dream?
Yes.
Well, y'all saw that report.
I think it's possible.
I mean, they will have to give up the 2 first-round picks. Obviously, the Lakers don't want to do that.
Yeah.
But I probably would do it. I'd probably do it.
A good contract.
Because you put Zach next. Zach is going to be the third option no matter what. He's going to be third. And that takes pressure off him. He's probably has always been a second or third option in the league. I mean, he was the third option even when he was on the Timberwolves behind Wiggins and Cat. He was the third option. Mm-hmm. So now he goes back to being that. And then them first round picks, Zach just signed that extension. So what we in 2023? So 24, 25, 26. So yeah, around that time, I mean, he just gonna make up for whatever them draft picks is. So yeah, he gonna be older, but I feel like later down the line, he still should be decent.
Yeah.
So I'll probably do it. But that just adds more cap space to the Lakers. And
I don't know, man.
I mean, I think Zach would be a good transitional player going from LeBron once he retires to Zach, and then you have a duo of Zach and Anthony Davis. I think that would be a nice fit, but it's just a fact of how do you pull that off, though? Because he's making so much money. How do you make the money work? I mean, yeah, if you trade Russ, that'll help for this year, but what about moving forward? So, yeah.
They better hope one of those young players take the next step. Scottie Pippen becomes Scottie Pippen.
Well, I don't know.
That's what they hope.
I'm not gonna say no because I don't know. He might be decent like next year or the year. I don't know. So I ain't gonna say
that's what they're hoping for. They really hoping because like I think that's the one like from what I know about Scottie Pippen, that's like his favorite child. That's his favorite child because remember
he said that's his favorite child.
I mean he was decent. He was decent in college though. At Vanderbilt, he was decent. He
didn't really care too much about the child that we went to school with. Like he really, really cared about his son. I don't know, honestly. This trade deadline right now, it's like they always wait last second to like February, those last 2 weeks to really just like get it popping off for real. Because right now,
yeah, I feel like it's moving slow.
Yeah, right now it's like once All-Star break come, boom, 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 boom. But right now it's just like you just hear the same names: the John Collins, the Miles Turner. Eric Gordon is always the joke on Twitter, like, why is he still with the Rockets?
Why is he still there? Why is he? Like, I don't know.
Jay Crowder just been working out, just staying in shape, and like, man, come on, bro. And then I think so. Like with the last thing we'll probably talk about is like, so right now you got the Magic, who are.
Wait! I got a question, bro. Real quick before you switch topics, while we talking about trades and everything. I got rumors going around. How do y'all feel about this? Knicks and Bucks trade Grayson Allen and Serge for Cam and 2 second-round picks.
I think they need Grayson Allen.
I think Cam is better than Grayson. I think Cam is better than Grayson Allen, but I mean, I feel like it's just an even swap because Serge Ibaka's on a expiring deal, so he basically just a throw-in guy. So basically, you're just trading Grayson Allen for Cam. I mean, Cam better. I think Cam is more talented than Grayson, though. Cam is more talented.
I've yet to see Cam is this, Cam is that. I believe it, but I've yet to actually see it play out. And then when it do, you get his glimpses. It's not consistent. So I would rather stick with Grayson Allen because the Bucks are meant to be a deep playoff run team. Grayson Allen is like that's three threes a game. You need that. You need that in the playoffs. Cam. I don't really know if Cam gonna be able to do that for what the Bucks need because Grayson Allen is proven that like he can do it. I don't know. I mean, I love Cam just like everybody else, but I don't see it. I don't see it. I hear it, but I don't see what Cam really do. What does he do?
I don't know. He sure didn't do nothing for us down here in Atlanta. That's all I know.
I mean, he's an athletic forward. He can shoot. He can get his own shot. I mean, but he just hasn't shown it. Like with the Hawks, he really didn't show it like that. He had glimpses there, but he didn't show it.
He had like 2 or 3 glimpses.
And Tom Thibodeau doesn't give him the minutes, and we don't see it. I feel like if he can at least get 15, 20 minutes a game, I think he could do something, but he just don't get the minutes.
I think the biggest thing is with him, I think with Cam is like they say with a lot of other players, it's not always about just going high in a draft pick. The advice is like, it's about placement. You should want to go somewhere where it actually places well for you. Cam needs to go to maybe the OKC, maybe the Jazz, maybe the Magic, maybe the Pistons. He needs to go to
start up in a small market team first.
Go to a small market team, not so much light on minutes. Like you know for sure that you're going to be able to get out here and play. Not a lot of media attention. Like Markelle Fultz, I think we seen with Markelle Fultz, like not having so much light on him. He actually gets to flourish and play good and do well. Like if Ben Simmons didn't go to the Nets, he probably would have went to some smaller market team, and he probably would have been playing much better without as much pressure and getting it going. Because every day, even when he went to the Knicks, it was like, oh, we finally gonna get to see Cam do this, Cam do that. He playing with RJ now, bro. Sometimes you just need to go somewhere where it ain't too many cameras and you could just hoop. Go to the Kings.
Tom Thibodeau don't give him minutes though. He just don't play him. But remember that he didn't even want to trade for him. It was management. They the ones that wanted him, but Tom Thibodeau didn't want him.
And look at that.
I feel like like you said, he should go to say the Magic or the Jazz or something. He probably would though. I mean, we see it with Bo. It's like kind of the same situation. Bo getting minutes. He playing decent. He playing decent. I ain't gonna say playing like
these development. These smaller market teams should be used for development. These are development teams,
and I think that's the biggest.
They got no shot at a championship, so they might as well just develop players.
But I ain't gonna hold you though. Like they the best. Those some of the best places to go. Like if Cam go to the Mavericks.
like
I think, he may play a little bit more, but those are the best. You go to a team like that, they actually give you a shot. They give you a chance. They invest in you, and they protect you from the camera, too. If Jonathan Isaac played for the Lakers, bro, Jonathan Isaac ain't played since the bubble. You think if he would have played if he was rehabbing with the Lakers, what they would have said about him, bro?
you got a point. I never thought about it that way.
Bro, those are some of the best places to go. They take the fucking heat, the lights off you. They let you do your thing. They let you make mistakes. They keep you out there. If you go to the Spurs and you make too many mistakes, you're not even gonna play that much. Like, because the Spurs have a standard. They bring you along, but it's like so harshly. But man, they need to start worrying about that. They need to go man, I want to go to OKC, man. I want to go to you better go somewhere where they're gonna actually give you time on the court.
No, man, Rich Paul need to do his thing and get to talking to these people.
Man, Rich Paul be trying to get them paid. He don't give a
No, he just want the money. He don't care about the development of his players for real. Because if so, you would have shopped them around to them smaller market teams instead of sending them to New York where the lights shine bright.
Yeah, that's a lot of pressure. There's a lot of pressure, man.
But I don't know. I guess they thought, with him being up there with RJ, you got that Duke chemistry. You gonna, what I'm saying? You're gonna see a couple oops and he don't even see the flow.
I don't think that's his fault though. I don't think that's his fault. I really don't. I think it's just Tom Thibodeau. He just don't mess with him. Me personally, I just think he don't mess with him.
I mean, that's a big problem too. When the coaches disagree with management, who should be making the line? I mean, but the coach has the discretion who's going to be out there versus who you have on paper.
And then when he was with the Hawks, he was fighting over all them other people. He had John Collins to deal with, Trae Young, obviously, DeAndre Hunter, but they just chose DeAndre Hunter because he was more available, and he was just playing a little bit better than Cam.
His defense was much better too.
Yeah.
But DeAndre Hunter, he's just decent. He's like kind of below average. He ain't really good. He's okay. He's just okay.
Yeah, decent.
Okay. Now maybe if he didn't have to deal with a Trae Young and DeJounte, and he might instead go to the Jazz zone, he probably could average at least 20 points per game. Who knows? But he has to deal with all that over there. All them other players got to touch the ball. That ain't his fault though. That's not his fault.